Come here, cowboy. I want to tell you something. Little secret between you and me.
Ooh, you're so tall.
Let's have some fun.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 musical numbers where the ensemble went hard. For this list, we'll be looking at the best numbers featured in films where a group of performers really wow us. Did your favorite movie musical make the list? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Don't Nobody Bring Me No Bad News, The Wiz.
Now, when I wake up in the afternoon, which it pleases me to do, don't nobody bring me no bad news.
This adaptation of the Broadway musical, itself an update of The Wizard of Oz, mixes high fantasy elements with the ugliness and beauty of a modern cityscape. In this spirited number from the second half, the evil witch Eveline makes it clear that she doesn't want to hear any bad news.
'Cause I'll make you an offer, child, that you cannot refuse. So don't nobody bring me no bad news.
Although actress Mabel King is the star of the number, the ensemble of textile workers brings fun and verve to the affair. Thanks to their fabric-heavy choreography and spirited routine around their workstations, the rusty old warehouse comes alive with music. By the end, they're dancing in the aisles, and it's hard for us not to smile.
Don't you ever bring me. I know I'm bad news.
Number 9, By a Waterfall, Footlight Parade. Legendary director and choreographer Busby Berkeley had a large hand in creating the classic Hollywood musical. His crowning achievement may just be this aquatic number from 1933's Footlight Parade.
There's a whippoorwill that's calling you. By waterfall, he's dreaming cool.
It features a kaleidoscope-style effect, with synchronized swimmers assuming shapes and moving patterns that get more and more complicated as time goes on. Ultimately, the dancers assume the shape of a human water fountain. Yes, you heard us correctly. It took time, precision, resources, and innovative thinking to pull this off, but it was worth it. The result wowed Depression-era audiences with the kind of musical magic that could only happen on screen.
By waterfall, I'm calling you.
Number 8, Joyful Joyful, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit.
Teacher says take off your robes. Take off your robes. Do it quickly, come on. I don't know, just take off your robes.
Put on anything you want. If we're gonna go out there, we're gonna go out there comfortable. Some of us.
Although it starts with a stirring solo by Rita, this climactic number soon spotlights the entire ensemble of students. Under the energetic leadership of Whoopi Goldberg's sister Mary Clarence, they deliver a powerhouse rendition of a traditional hymn, reworked with R&B and hip-hop influences.
Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love.
Breakout groups and solos are woven through the jubilant group performance, with every element adding more pop-off-the-screen energy. And who could forget the Janet Jackson-based bridge?
What have you done for him lately? He watches over everything, so we sing.
Joyful Joyful is a thrilling mashup of old and new, pop culture references and church choir harmonies. If that doesn't make you happy, we don't know what will. Number 7, Big Spender, Sweet Charity. A classic Bob Fosse number, Big Spender finds the taxi dancers of the Fandango Ballroom trying to entice a customer to shell out some money for a dance.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender.
The performers have to not only nail some pretty sultry choreography, but also modulate their voices and gestures as the song's tempo keeps changing. They even have to master the Fosse cluster, moving as one while still executing individual maneuvers.
How would you like
Let me show you a...
Good time, a big spender. A big spender.
It's a perfectly calibrated number. If it weren't so slick and crisp, it might come off as corny or funny. Instead, it's a hypnotic introduction to the world of the movie.
Fun, laughs, good time. Fun, laughs, good time. Fun, laughs, good time. How's about it, palsy?
Number 6. Tradition, Fiddler on the Roof. Welcome to the village of Anatevka.
And we all live in simple peace and harmony. It was really 12 years old.
It was 6.
The lives of its residents are simple but precarious, with only long-held beliefs and traditions keeping them together. As the hardy protagonist, Tevye the milkman explains the way things are, his fellow villagers go about their daily lives in rhythmic fashion, while a chorus forms in voiceover. Tradition is, ironically, not a traditional number in that no one on screen is shown actually singing along. But that doesn't really matter because it's brimming with music and life. More than that, it perfectly sets up the themes that run through the entirety of the story.
Traditions, traditions. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Number 5. You Can't Stop the Beat, Hairspray. This upbeat climactic number has been called You Can't Stop to Breathe, and for good reason. It's a testament to the song's unforgiving pace, but if you ask us, it is all worth it. You Can't Stop the Beat is a natural showstopper. Almost everyone gets to shine, as the big-hearted, dance-crazy Tracy Turnblad leads the Corny Collins Show's cast and audience into the future.
Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun of the sky. You can wonder if you wanna, but I'll never unwind. And if you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say that you can't stop the beat.
The lengthy number has to maintain a frantic pace and wrap up all the story's loose ends at the same time. That's no small feat for any old ensemble, but the Hairspray cast pulls it off, having no shortage of talent. Number 4. Time Warp, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll.
When Midwesterners Brad and Janet's car breaks down in the middle of the night, they head to the nearest spooky mansion they can find. But rather than untold horrors, all they find there is a strange collection of tuxedoed eccentrics having a party. Launching into a high-energy, uncanny send-up of 1950s and 60s dance songs, the ensemble delivers an amazingly weird performance as any movie musical's ever seen.
Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
You may be thinking that the choreography is a bit less crisp than some of the other numbers on this list, but we think the Time Warp lives on because of how easy it is to do, and how fun this entire scene is. Number 3. America, West Side Story. It's not one of the classic musical's biggest numbers for nothing.
Everyone there will give big cheer.
Everyone there will have moved here.
The number is given an epic reworking in the 2021 remake. Still, it's hard to beat the original. In America, Academy Award-winning actors Rita Moreno and George Chakiris lead two sides of a political debate about life in America, through music.
Everywhere crime in America, organized crime in America, terrible time in America.
You forget I'm in America.
The number finds the Puerto Rican characters gathering on a tenement rooftop to execute lively choreography. Playful, colorful, and technical, it's a standout song and dance number in large part because of the ensemble. Everyone present commands the screen with some really challenging balletic movement, creating a timeless moment of movie musical perfection. Number 2, Cell Block Tango, Chicago. We can say one thing for the 6 merry murderesses of the Cook County Jail. They sure do make cold-blooded murder look good. Only for fictional story purposes, of course. Chicago has a whole list of great ensemble-heavy numbers, but Cell Block Tango is by far the coolest. It features the aforementioned murderesses along with a host of scantily clad dancers. They stomp, slither, and sing with ferocity from start to finish. The whole thing is intense, steamy, and a little bit terrifying in the best way. We can't help but be mesmerized by the performance. Can you blame us? It's practically impossible to look away.
Pop. 6. Squish. Cicero.
Lip shits.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Please, Mr. Jailer, Crybaby. This slinky, sultry blues number gets the entire prison singing along. Fame. Fame. Watching the ensemble makes us want to dance in the streets too. Step in Time, Mary Poppins. Who said rooftops weren't for dancing? Shake a Tail Feather, The Blues Brothers. Ray Charles's voice and the dancer's verve make for a winning combination.
And what about the fruit? Do the mashed potato? What about the boogaloo? Oh, the bony maroni. Come on, let's do the twist.
Willkommen, Cabaret. Talk about a decadent introduction to the Kit Kat Club. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, We Go Together, Grease. These rock and roll kids find any reason to break into tune.
Well, what are we gonna do after graduation? Yeah, maybe we'll never see each other again.
Nah, that'll never happen. How do you know? What do you mean, how do I know?
We'll never tire of hearing about their summer romances, and they sing the heck out of a declaration of love. But this barn-burnin' finale number takes the cake. Danny, Sandy, their friends, and dozens of background characters storm the school carnival like theater kid revolutionaries to declare their undying friendship.
Chang, chang, changing the change up. We'll always be like one. Wow, 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 wow.
There's so much going on in the scene that it's actually hard to focus on any one thing. Every inch of every frame is filled with movement, and there are dancers in places you can't really even see. But one thing is clear, these people are performing like the rent is due tomorrow. Especially the guy in the green shirt. You go, green shirt guy. Do you agree with our picks? check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.